Happy Sunday to you. I'm Alicia Malone. You're watching TCM. And if you want to get an idea of how much fun our next film is, look no further than the movie poster. Warner Brothers advertised it as the sky highest, smile widest, wild and wooiest musical of 'em all. And another selling point, the title role is played by the endlessly sunny Doris Day, who is paired with the always reliable Howard Keel. From 1953 and directed by David Butler, it's Calamity Jane. The title character is based on a real-life frontier woman of the late 1800s. Her name was Martha Jane Canary, and she was known for her skill as a sharpshooter, as well as her propensity to drink a great deal of alcohol and her even greater ability to tell a story. It's a part that fit Doris Day like a glove, and one that, for years, she claimed was her favourite of all the films she made. In talking about her performance, she later said, "That was the real me, just blasting off at everybody." Howard Keel is on the receiving end of that blasting, playing Calamity Jane's good friend and, in our story at least, her potential love interest, Wild Bill Hickok. This was the second time that Howard Keel played the male lead to a Wild West tomboy heroine, following the 1950 film Annie Get Your Gun, starring Betty Hutton. Doris Day very much wanted to play the lead in that earlier film, but Warner Brothers would not loan her to MGM for the role, so our movie was considered something of a consolation prize for her, but it ended up being one of her most popular films. The soundtrack features a number of songs, but the most notable is certainly Secret Love by Sammy Fain and Paul Francis Webster. It went on to become a #1 hit on the Billboard charts. It won the Oscar for Best Original Song and became one of Doris Day's signature tunes. This is a fun time at the movies from 1953. Here is Calamity Jane. Well, it looks like Calamity Jane and Wild Bill Hickok live happily ever after in the movie, but in real life that wasn't the case. The two did know each other, and there was talk that there might have been a brief romance between them, but it's uncertain if that was ever actually true or if that was just one of Calamity Jane's own embellishments. She was an incredible storyteller after all. Our film was directed by David Butler, a 40-year Hollywood veteran behind the camera who frequently collaborated with Doris Day. This was actually the last of 6 movies they would make together. Among them, It's a Great Feeling and Tea for Two. All were for Doris Day's home studio of Warner Brothers, and the general consensus is that this is the best of the 6, and I might just have to agree with that. I'll be back later for this week's TCM import, so please be sure to join me. In the meantime, up next we have a double feature starring the great Joan Crawford, so don't go anywhere.
Next on TCM, Queen Bee, then Autumn Leaves, and later Johanna Enlists. Silence Are Golden on TCM tonight.